Hello, please like, share, and subscribe. Purpose of this video is to expose the top ways that Lyft and Uber scam passengers. Number one would be battery optimization. All of these smartphones, they have battery optimization. It allows Lyft and Uber to check the battery life on your phone. So what does this mean? This means that if your battery life is below 30%, Lyft and Uber will overcharge you for your ride. You're more desperate, you're more vulnerable, and you're more likely to pay more money for your ride if you are in a hurry. So low battery life would mean that you're likely to still book the ride regardless of the price being $10 or $15 higher, especially during times that you have to go to work. Ride history, work events, these are things that you have to be very careful on. I'll give you an example. Let's say you're trying to get to work 9 a.m. Doesn't matter whether it's 9 a.m., 12, 11 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, p.m., a.m., whatever, it doesn't matter. They will overcharge you for your ride depending on your urgency. So if you have to be at work at 9 and you request a ride around 8, your price is going to be low. 8:15, a little bit higher. 8:30, it's going to skyrocket. 8:40, you're going to pay a heck of a lot more money. No, this does not have to do with demand. It doesn't have to do with how many drivers are out. You're probably looking at your app and you see 8 drivers near you in the first place on the app. Okay, now, again, those are available drivers. So why are you paying $10, $15, $20, $30 when obviously you have available drivers that are near you to do the ride and everything? That is simple because they know that they can charge you more money and you will be willing to pay it due to the fact that you have to be at work in the next 15 or 20 minutes. So you're deliberately paying more to them. The driver is not getting paid extra money. They're not getting paid extra money. You're paying $20 more on the ride. The driver's not getting paid extra money. You're just putting more money in Lyft and Uber's pocket. We don't even know what you're being charged for the ride. And since we don't know what you're being charged for the ride, we can't even, talk to you about it. And if you're a passenger and you don't tell the driver, hey, do you know why my ride was $30 more than what it usually is? The driver will be looking like, wait, I'm only getting paid $8 for this ride. I tell you what, give me 15. Now you're saving what, 25, maybe $30 on the ride, and you're going to pay a cancellation fee. Now you want to be aware of how far the driver is away, because if the driver is like 8 miles away and you cancel at that pickup, they may charge you like $10, $12 instead of $3 or $4. So that hurts you more than anything. You should always be requesting a ride when you have drivers that are near you. Another way that they scam you is priority pickup. A lot of people don't know this. We're not getting paid extra money because you chose priority. That priority pickup allows you to get a ride a lot quicker, meaning that there are 10 people around you who have requested a ride and you are now trying to request a ride. And so what they're going to do is they're going to charge you to pay priority pickup. Well, if you pick the priority pickup, you're going to pay based off of the demand. I'll give you an example. You might see priority pickup in 5 minutes and it's only $1 more or $2 more than the wait and save. That's because demand is low, so they're not going to charge you that much more money for the priority pickup. But even though you have drivers that are sitting around waiting for a good ride request that comes with a good payout, they're not going to give you that driver unless you pay the priority fee. But you don't have to. Those drivers are available around you. You can select the wait and save, and what you'll notice is that instead of you having to wait 15 minutes, the driver ends up pulling up in 2 or 3 minutes. Most passengers, they know this, but a lot of passengers, they don't know it, and they pay the priority fee. But again, that is so you can take cuts in line, and you should really only use that option if your pickup is they're telling you that your pickup will be in about 15, 20 minutes and you don't see 8 drivers on your app. They only show you a max of 8 drivers, and if you stare at the app, you'll notice that when one driver disappears, another one pops up. Another one disappears, another one pops up. That means that you might have 10, 20 drivers that are right in that little area right around you. Depending on the market, you might see a cluster of 8 drivers right down the street from you, or within a 4 or 5 blocks from you. Some markets, they'll be scattered all abroad and everything. So again, priority pickup is a scam because the driver is not getting paid extra money. You're just paying Lyft extra money, and the driver that receives your ride request, let's say if the payout for your ride was $3 yesterday, you chose priority ride today, and you're paying an extra $8, well, the driver's still getting paid $3, the same as yesterday. They're not getting paid more because you paid the priority fee. Airports, you also have to look at the fact that whenever you go on a Lyft app and you type in the airport, they want to know if you're going to Delta Airlines, Spirit Airlines, American Airlines, United Airlines, Southwestern, Frontier, and whatever airlines else there is. They want to know which one you're doing, because when you're booking that ride, they can predict what flight you're going to be on for the Delta Airlines. Usually it can be multiple flights for that. But based off the time that you're booking the ride and your urgency, especially when you use the priority, it's going to be more money. They know what time that flight is going to be leaving, and your ride price is going to be based off of your urgency. So if you have to be there in the next hour, they know you have to check in through TSA and everything, you're going to be more willing to pay more money for that flight based off of when that flight is actually going to be leaving. So while they're charging you $80 from Toledo to Michigan to the airport, they're charging you $80, but they're actually only paying the driver maybe around $18 to $20 for that ride. So they're getting a $60 takeoff of that. Now, they do have to pay commercial auto insurance for the ride, state and federal tax. They also have to pay airport fees. That is also in there. So the airport is making money off of your Lyft or Uber trip as well. The best thing for you to do is use an address outside the airport. That's going to make your trip a lot cheaper. Number one, because you're not going to be paying airport fees. That's number one. Number two, they can't predict when your flight is and overcharge you for the ride. So use the address outside the airport. Please be Cash App ready, Zelle ready, PayPal or whatever, because what you need to do is you need to offer the driver some money to take you into the airport. All right. They'll be willing to do it because, one, you're saving money. They can make a little bit of extra money at the same time, and they can log on, log off anytime if they want to. So again, you can avoid paying extra fees going to the airport by using the address outside the airport and just paying the driver through one of those digital apps and everything. You can also offer to tip the driver at the end of the ride. You know, you can say, hey, I'll give you I'll put a $20 tip on the app. And you know, the place that I'm going to, that's not where I want to be dropped off. I actually want to be dropped off at the airport. And I can tip you, once we get to this drop off that I put in the app, I'll tip you $20 to take me into the airport. That way, if you don't have Cash App or Zelle or whatever, you can just tip in the app, or you can just tip them that way or with cash, and they'll take you in the airport. But you're going to pay way less that way versus putting the airport address in as your drop-off location. Now, if you're going, let's say you're trying to go to work, how they scam you is they're looking at your pickup address. So to avoid that scam, all you need to do is you can use your neighbor's address for pickup, preferably the one across the street from you. So if they're upcharging you $20, when you use your neighbor's address for pickup, you're actually going to notice that that whatever they're charging you, the price is going to drop on your ride. You're going to save money by using your neighbor's address because, again, the algorithm is tracking you by your known pickup locations and drop-off location. Changing the pickup location can make a huge difference. On your app, if you notice that the keyboard is blocking this right here, right at the bottom, you can see it says set on map. If you're trying to get picked up at work and you want to make sure, hold on, let me back up. Okay, so here on your start, all you need to do is drop your keyboard and scroll to the bottom, and right here it says set on map. All right, so you click set on map for destination, and you can drag the marker around to any location that you want to. Now, when you're trying to get picked up, you can also click start and then hit set on map, and you can drag the marker right across the street. Maybe you don't know your neighbor's address or whatever, and you'll notice that the price for your ride is going to be different. I'll give an example real quick right here. I'm going to set that as my pickup location. And they're telling me that to the airport, it's going to be $73. Now, remember, before they were trying to charge me $80. I changed my pickup location right across the street from where I'm at right now, and now it's dropped down to $73.99. You can drag that marker anywhere you want to, and the price for your ride is going to drop. Changing your pickup address, the price for your ride is going to drop. Not putting the event address in that you're going to, it's going to change the price of your ride. If you're leaving the event, you're better off walking around the corner and using, requesting a ride, because then that will help with your price on your ride. I appreciate you for watching the videos. Please use some of these methods and techniques, and remember, keep your battery charged before you open up that app. Over 30% will give you a better price than your phone being under 30%. So I think that's it. I appreciate you. I hope you enjoy your day.